Let's honor God when we build in three important ways. First, in God-honoring relationships, beginning with the alignment of the architect and the builder.
The BTW Builders Network is a group of like-minded builders from across the nation that have a passion for not only building high-quality design and affordable buildings for churches and ministries, but they really have a passion to build relationships with their clients and change the lives of the workers on the job sites.
At the beginning of a project, we want to bring the builder, the owner, those that will use the building, and the architect together in a true collaborative process.
We want the church to covenant with us, with the contractor, with the architect, with the church, to be willing to put God in the center of that triune relationship.
Second, we honor God using biblical stewardship.
We want to be able to bring in teams of subcontractors. These guys know their trade, and they know where efficiency is born, and they know where value is born. And if you ask them to come in and not just give you the best of their labor, but give you the best of what their thinking is on a process, they will find value in the project. At the end of the day, is integrating general contractors who are willing to listen to subcontractors who are willing to explore ideas, with architects who are willing to get off their high horse and listen from an architectural and engineering side. That's where we learn.
Local subcontractors and suppliers that have a heart for ministry often see the project as a way to give something back to God or their community. The Gift in Kind process offers a front row seat to watch God work.
The history of gift in kind really starts back at Nehemiah. He asked the king for two major gifts in kind before he even left. The first being a security force, and secondly was to have his forest so he could rebuild the door openings and all of the major amount of construction that would require wood.
The Lord's taught me a long time ago that I need to be gracious because He was gracious to me. I found that if I give a little time here or there for the people here at this church, that He blesses me with a lot of great and other wonderful things and more time to do other things in other places.
A gift in kind is not about construction, really. It's about relationships.
Another area where traditional construction methods fail to deliver good stewardship is in how materials and products for a project are purchased. Typically, subcontractors purchase materials through local distributors, who purchase from the manufacturer, which adds layers of added cost to the project through markup.
BTW Supply was created to bring a cost savings to your project, and the way that we do that is we purchase direct from the manufacturer, and we pass that savings on to the end user. That allows us to buy higher quality products with a lower life cycle cost that really continues to save you money on your project after your initial purchase.
Finally, and most importantly, we honor God with ministry during construction.
Building God's Way presented us with the opportunity to really make the construction process actual time of ministry. And that changed the whole nature of the building process.
One of the parts that I remember very well is in the very beginning building stages when just the iron beams were up and the whole congregation was invited to come out and to sign their favorite scriptures on the beams throughout the whole building. And the workers then coming onto that site and seeing all of these scriptures, basically they were just surrounded by different Bible verses.
I'd like to re-emphasize the importance of the ministry of construction and just how essential this is to the success of our Building God's Way program. The outreach, the love, the care, the attention to the men and women that are on site is something so unique in our industry. All they start with are just simple gestures of thanking somebody, of learning their name, asking them about their family, leading up to asking them if they could pray for them or not. And then they can evolve into signs of gratitude with regards to as simple as passing out waters or hosting lunches or giving them snacks or whatever. But that first part of getting to know those individuals are so important, because this is a blessing the Lord lays out in front of this church family to reach people, again, that they would never have had an opportunity to meet before.
We don't want anyone to leave this job site without at least hearing about God, understanding that it's an important part of anyone's life. We do develop relationships. We do develop ways that we can collaboratively work together and create something that we could never do on our own. And through all of that, we think that we can honor God in a very special way.